Yo, what is going on, everybody? I'm Canada's Own, and today we are rebuilding the Washington Wizards. They are obviously led by tank commander Jordan Poole. In real life, obviously, the team is abysmal. They picked up Marcus Smart and Chris Middleton's dead salary at the trade deadline. And because of that, this team is bad. Everybody knows it. I'm going to play 28 to each of the younger guys, and then, I got my Nike is shipping my package to me. But they picked up A.J. Johnson, which I think is a good pickup. I mean, take a flyer on a project kid who's still a teenager to this point because, he's 19 or 20. Either way, he's a year removed from being a teenager or he's still a teenager. I think that's an excellent just flyer to take, especially with the state of this team. And then they pick up Chris Middleton, who's likely going to opt into his money based off the year he's having and his injury concerns going into free agency. And then Marcus Smart has another year left on this deal, if I'm not mistaken, which he does at 21 and a half. But yeah, I've set our rotation already. They moved it around a little bit, but I want to start Bub Carrington. I want to play Alex Sarr and Bilal Coulibaly a bunch of minutes, and I want to be able to get Corey Kispert, Keyshawn George, and A.J. Johnson some play time. That way we can develop the young guys, because that is the focus of this rebuild. I'm giving us a 5-year timer. So the end of the 24, 25, 25, 26, 26, 27, 28, 27, 28, 28, 29 season. By the end of that year, I want to be able to hoist a title in Washington. One thing that is going to be integral to this rebuild is us not falling from 1 to 5 in the lottery odds, because that seems to happen way too much, and it's going to really bug me if we are not able to get a legit draft pick out of this. So I'm kind of hoping we leapfrog a team or two in the standings, even if it's just one, just so we don't have the worst odds. But 15 and 67 is probably going to give us the worst odds. Those are your awards. All NBA teams, we won't have a single guy. I saw Domantas Sabonis on there. Shaboom. Defensive teams, we're not going to have anybody. Rookie teams, we got Alex Sarr, Bub Carrington, and that is it. Obviously didn't make the playoffs. Let's go to the middle here so you guys can see. But there you got Indiana makes it through. You got Atlanta and Dallas. Wow. And Dallas gets it done in year number 1. So maybe, AD's out for the year, or for the next month or so, after that non-contact hamstring injury or whatever it was. Brooke Lopez retires. League meetings. Reject all that. Draft lottery now. This is the big one. We've got the top pick. This is the concern for us, is we have the top pick, and as you guys know, 2K is horrendous in terms of giving the top odds to the top team. Even because you don't just fall from 1 to 2 or 1 to 3, you fall from 1 to 5 every single time. So if we're not at 5, I'd be pretty confident that we're keeping the first overall pick. But the problem is we have a higher chance of dropping out of the top 3 than staying in it. So I guess we're going to have to wait and see. The Blazers, who in real life have been on a tear lately, I love to see it. The Bulls, they're at 8, possibly. They stay at 8, okay. At 7 is Miami. I lied, it's Toronto, which that means the Heat have now jumped into the top 4, which does not bode well for us. Brooklyn at 6. Okay, stays at 6. All right, let's see. It's going to be us. Oh my God, it's not us. Okay. The Jazz stayed at 5. The Pels now at 4. Okay, it's the Hornets. Okay, we hang at 3. Please put Miami or New Orleans here. Please. Okay. 3rd overall pick could be worse, but what we can do is hopefully draft a guard. I'm hoping Igor Demin would be most ideal. We're going to keep Brian Keefe. I don't think, given the circumstance of how awful his roster is, I doubt he's the guy who's fired there. In the mocks, they've got Cooper, Ace, Dylan, Ace, Dylan, Cooper, Trey. Perfect. Igor Demin might seem like a reach there, but I'm comfortable taking, because I know he's not a reach. I've seen how he develops in this. Dylan Harper 1, Ace Bailey 2. Oh. Problem is he just fell. Cooper Flagg fell to us at 3. I did not expect to get Cooper Flagg. Because we've got Bilal, who could definitely be a 2 guard. Coop would play the 3. Alex at the 4, and then we would need to find a 5. Well, we might be building around Cooper Flagg now, because that is way too lucky for us. Trey Johnson goes 5. Igor Demin, if he falls to 7, I'm going to try and trade. Off. Okay, now we're going to go talk to Toronto. Where are the Raps? Show me Igor. Okay, that's fine. I can live I do want to trade those second round picks though, so let me see if there is something more valuable here. Who do we have under contract? A guy like Keyshawn George could be on the move now because we would have Cooper. Actually, Chris Middleton's or Cooper and Keyshawn George would be the rotation. Colby Jones is a guy I could flip there. Okay, I can still make some additions to this. Bub Carrington, I don't want to move. Sadiq Bey, they take a flyer on Bey. Aha! Okay. We get both our guys. Well, we actually get our original guy later in the draft, but we get Cooper Flagg, the best player in the class, and Igor Demon, who's going to be probably the best point guard in the class. Like, what if we did this? Wow. And I'll give you guys a second-round pick. I'll give you 2 second-round picks. I'll give you 3 second-round picks. There you go. Okay, so we throw the Bucks a bone, and we move them Corey Kispert, who's going to be a very elite shooter in Milwaukee. I'm actually going to make sure that it's going to be Dame, it's going to be AJ and Andre, Corey Kispert, Giannis. Okay, we will fix this. We'll make Kuz a small forward. We will make, actually, their small forward rotation is fine like this. And then you go Dame, you go AJ Green and Andre Jackson, unless you go Corey at the 2. Man. Okay, let's make Kuz the backup, or a backup power forward. There we go. So now Milwaukee should at least be able to play them together, and it won't look ridiculous. So now, updated without any signees, we'll have Demon and Poole. Koulibaly and Carrington. Flagg and George. Sarr. Tyler Smith, we need a center, and we need a backup center and a backup power forward. So let's go find that. Ooh, Santi Aldama. Actually, John Isaac for a year I don't hate. Kyle Filipowski is an interesting pickup. I'm absolutely okay doing that. Gershon Yabusele. We would definitely struggle with the rebounds, I think. Actually, I'll overpay. Actually, I won't overpay. I'm going to do a 2-year deal that's backloaded. And in year 2 or 3, I want to try and move this salary. Because we've got Koulibaly for 2 more before we have to re-sign him. We've got Sarr for 3 more. We've got George and Carrington for 3 more. We've got Flagg and Demon for 4. So if I do this right, it should be $16.5 million that we can move later down the line. So we're going to get Filipowski and Yabusele. Now we go to player progression. We take a look at how this team is going to look. Poole is an 86. Alex Sarr is an 84. Bilal's an 83. Bub is an 82. Holy crap. Keyshawn is an 80. Coop is an 80. Obviously, Marcus Smart regresses, but it's the last year of his deal. Filipowski is a 79 after playing some pretty decent minutes in Utah. Yabusele regresses 1, but that's fine. The whole point of his salary is to move him later on in the rebuild. And Tyler Smith goes up a few. Rashawn Holmes is not going to play. And Pat Connaughton and Kyle Lowry regress. I don't really care, though. We're going to the regular season now. We'll set this rotation together. I'll let you guys take a peek at it. And then I don't know how they favor the Wizards in the sim. I don't usually pay attention to them. But, I mean, I kind of assume that they'd at least be... Cooper Flagg is starting. Are you out of your freaking mind? Hell, he's playing the most minutes. We're going to start Demon, Koulibaly, Flagg, Sarr, and Yabusele with... Oh, we got to change that back to a 10-man. Oops. Let's go with... Marcus Smart's not going to smell the court. Tyler Smith is going to be in there. Pat Connaughton will not be in there. Neither will Rashawn Holmes. So we're going to give Tyler Smith about 17 minutes a night. 25 to the bench. Who else is there? Oh, yeah, Filipowski's broken, though. But he will be the 10th guy when he comes back. Let's get 30 to Demon, 30 to Koulibaly, 30 to Sarr, 27 to Yabusele for now, and then we'll drop each of these guys a handful of minutes as the season goes on. Okay, so you've got your 9-man there. We'll see when Kyle Filipowski comes back. I'm not really... Actually, I would like to try and move Rashawn Holmes, if I can, even if it's for a couple picks, like second-rounders. Marcus Smart, I mean, he's going to be gone, but, I mean, we're not going to be able to trade him anyway, so it doesn't much matter. So we'll put most valuable guy we have now is definitely Cooper Flagg, followed by Igor Demon, then Alex Sarr, then Bilal, then probably Bub. And obviously, Washington is not a massive free agent destination, so I'd like to try and keep this rebuild organic. Like, I'm not going to trade like I would in videos for, I don't know, try and pull off a Giannis heist or a Joel Embiid heist and fleece an organization that way. The goal would be to try and build as organically as possible through the draft. And watching all these losses come in does not concern me because that's fine. This is only year 2. We've got another 3 after this one to try and put it together. So we're going to get simulating. Hopefully still pretty bad. I want to get another top draft pick this season. Maybe a little bit of improvement. I mean, hell, we're halfway to our win total from last year. So I'll see you guys at the trade deadline if we're trying to shove off any pieces. Otherwise, I'll see you at the end of the regular season. Okay, I skipped the trade deadline. We couldn't move Marcus Smart for anything. He would cost too much money. And then Rashawn Holmes, we were able to move for a guy who's a second-round pick and an actual second-round pick. So Shea's your MVP. Cooper Flagg does win Rookie of the Year. Excellent season, I think, aside from the three-point shot not falling. But we gave him the keys already. 17, 8.5, and 3 assists, a steal, a block. Excellent numbers. Tyler Hero, 6-man of the year. Emob, Cam Whitmore, Ant, JB Bickerstaff, and the Pistons win 59 games, and the Spurs go 60-22. Didn't make the playoffs. However, look at the improvement. That bottom left corner there, 34-48. That's a little over double the wins we had last year, which is amazing. Jordan Poole played out of his mind. 16, 2, and 3. Less than 2 turnovers a night. 49, 44, 90 splits. Missed 50, 40, 90 by 0.002% in about 25 minutes a night. It's because Demon and Carrington and George all play the backup 2. So his backup 2 minutes were pushed to the side. Alex Sarr is up to an 86. 10, 7, 2.5, a steal, 1.5 blocks. A little stagnant in the improvement, but the free throws are better and the field goal percentage is better. He's also not going to be a focal point of the offense. I'm not worried about him being a Giannis-level two-way player. I don't mind that at all from him. Bilal Coulibaly is at an 84. 13, 4.5, and 3 on 49, 31, 82 splits. Bub Carrington is up to an 83 with 9.5, 3, and 3 on very good efficiency as a year 2 guard. Keyshawn George struggled a little bit during the regular season, but his efficiency picked way up after the All-Star break. He was much, much better. Cooper Flagg, you guys saw, great except for the three-point shot. Marcus Smart barely touched the court, and when he did, didn't really matter. Gershon Yabusele, I didn't mind this at all from my starting center. The objective of having him here is to not win. So with him doing this, his numbers are basically the same that what he was doing in Philly in marginally higher opportunity. But he's getting a few more shots. He's getting to play with the ball a little bit more, and it's going to, I guess, maybe boost his trade market in the future, even if he's not as efficient. Igor Demon was great. You guys saw him. Kyle Filipowski was good in limited sample size. He was broken most of the year after coming back from his leg fracture. I think he only played, less than 30 games, actually. Tyler Smith was very good. 9, 3, and an assist. 42, 37, 77 splits. Much, much better. And then the rest of these guys didn't touch the floor. So in the playoffs here, let's take a look. My guess is going to be Spurs and let's say Knicks. Did I get it right? Thunder and Knicks. The Spurs lost in the second round to Sacramento. Wait, how the hell did the Spurs lose to Sacramento? Player retirements, Braun hangs it up, Chris Paul hangs it up. Almost chased himself a ring there. Hall of Fame inductees, loaded class. Oh my God. Jersey retirements, again, loaded class. League meetings, reject everything that is here. Draft, lottery, again, should be top 7 range. You know what? We don't own our pick. I'm okay giving away the 9th overall pick if we have to lose it. But what I don't like is that it jumped to number 1. They've got serious money coming off the books, which could help us. I'd be willing to give up. We have the Rockets pick here. I'll give up next year's. Okay. All right, we're getting Cameron Boozer. We were able to thank the Lord for Gershon Yabusele. Do we take AJ Dabansa and move Coop to the 4, or do we take Cameron Boozer? and keep him. I've had Cam Boozer before. I haven't had AJ Dibansa, if I'm not mistaken. LeBron, yeah. Okay. Easy decision. Let's go with AJ Dibansa there at number 1. We need a backup 1 now. Do we have the money for this? Oh, we do. How much money do we have? Like, who's a guy, realistically, that could play in Washington? Guy like Dyson Daniels is there. Like, it'd have to be some of these lower tier guys. Like, offer sheeting Shaedon Sharpe isn't a terrible idea, but I would more rather have a point guard. Like, what if we picked up James Harden at $40 million for the year? Like, would he take that? I feel like if he was clinging to life in the NBA, he'd take a 1-year flyer with us. Another guy, like, let me see the point guards. See the point guard class. Yeah, it's James, it's Freddie, it's Tyus Jones. He was already in Washington, yeah, for a season. You know what? I'm fine. We should get James Harden, which we will, hopefully. I don't mind that as a pickup. I think that's a quality pickup for us. Player progression, this is going to be big. 87, 87, 85, 85, 84, 83, 82 for Dibansa, who is going to start at the 3, by the way. Kyle Filipowski's a 78. James Harden drops, but that's all right. He's going to be a backup point guard for us anyway. And Tyler Smith is now a 77, which is fantastic. Like I said, I really like this being organically built. We haven't spent a ton of money on a free agent. Obviously, James Harden's big, but it's not James Harden in 2016. It's James Harden in 2026. What we are going to have to do is probably extend guys here. Oops. Because there should be guys who are eligible for extensions. It's Bub Carrington, and he's hurt right now. Would he accept 29? I don't know if I could do that for my backup point guard, my backup shooting guard, though. Whatever. We'll wait on the extension there. We're going to go in, set this rotation, give you guys a look at what it's going to look like, and then we're going to sim probably to the deadline, or like right to the end of the regular season. Definitely going to play 33 to the big guys. Keyshawn George is not going to get that many. Jared Butler is not my backup point guard. Oh, yeah, Bub Carrington's hurt, so we'll keep him off the bench for now. We'll let Tyler Smith needs his minutes. James Harden can get his. Kyle Filipowski was broken last year, so we'll drop his a little bit. Let's go 30, 30. So let's do 32 to the entire starting lineup. 5 minutes to Jared Butler. We'll give him a little bit of, actually, nah, he's younger than Bogey, so we'll go with that for now. We're going to simulate here. I'm going to add, obviously, Bub Carrington back to the rotation once he is healthy. And then, yeah, we're gonna look at how this team looks at the deadline. If we're any sort of competent and we think we can make a run, I'm probably not going to add. I know that may sound dumb in year 3 of a 5-year rebuild, but I don't want to mortgage pieces, and I want to rely on progression. Unless we're like, okay, well that's gonna slow down the progression window here, is losing a guy like Alex Sarr 4 games into the regular season. Because now Tyler Smith is your starting center, and while he's not a bum, he's not Alex Sarr. So he's going to have to be playing 30. I'm going to simulate to the end of the regular season or to the trade deadline. We'll see where I stop you guys. And, yeah, hopefully we are able to make a play-in spot this year. Otherwise, we're going to watch the playoffs again. Alrighty, so I stopped her right before the end of the season here. We could win 49 games in year number 3 here. We are sitting at somehow the 3 seed, have clinched an actual playoff berth. Last 2 games of the year. We lose to the Mavs, and we beat the Suns. Okay, 48-34 in year 3. Don't get Rookie of the Year. I mean, it's kind of hard when he's probably the first option in Chicago. The rest of this, though, Dylan Harper, most improved. 57-25 for the Thunder, 55-27 for the Wolves. Nobody on All-NBA first, nobody on All-NBA second, and nobody on All-NBA third. That's all right. Defensive teams, damn, we're not getting any love. Cam Boozer makes an all-defensive team in his rookie season. Wow. Okay, so we're the 3 seed. We get the Bulls in round number 1, who we traded with for the number 1 pick, mind you. Igor Demin, 18.5, 5.5, and 6 on 48, 41, 67 splits. Bilal Coulibaly, 13, 5, and 3 on 45, 34, 80 splits. AJ Dibanza, 15.5, 6, and 4.5. So we've got Chicago in round number 1. Like I said, traded with them for the first overall pick. They've got Jordan Poole at the 1, Kobe White, Sadiq Bey, Cam Boozer, Gershon Yabusele, are starting 1 and 5 from last season. So let's hope we should be the better team here. Obviously, the record says so, but we win game 1 and game 2 and game 3, beat them in 4. Do we sweep them? We do. Lovely. This is beautiful. We get the Hawks in round number 2 here. Trey does sim very well. They've got Jaden Ivey now, Zachary Jachet. This is a really good team. They're very even. Game 1, though, against Atlanta, we lose. Yeah. Trey is definitely a sim freak in 2K, but game 2, we lose again for those extra minutes there to bail out Alex Sarr. Game 3, we win. Game 4, we win as well. Game 5, back in Washington, we lose. Game 6, Igor Demon's hurt as well. Game 6 in Atlanta, we win. Game 7, oh my God, we clear Atlanta in 7 games. They've got A.J. Mitchell, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Jonas Valanciunas at the 5 now in Boston. I'm hoping that... Oh, okay. So we don't get Igor back. We lose game 1, though. This is an 8-seeded Boston team, by the way. A.J. Mitchell just gave us 29. Game 2, we win, thankfully. A.J. Dibanza this time with a fantastic game. Game 3, we lose. Game 4, we win. Okay. Bub has been great. Bilal has been great. AJ's been great. Coop has been great, except for the 3-point shot. Alex Sarr has been fantastic. Keyshawn's been great. James Harden's been much better. Kyle Filipowski's been great. Tyler Smith has been great. I think the bummer of all of this is that we've got to go like that. And we're still without Igor Demon. He may get healthy towards the end of the series, but we're going to have to wait and see. Game 5, we win. Game 6, give me an NBA Finals trip. Oh my goodness. In year 3, Cooper Flagg, in his second season, mind you, year 3 of this rebuild, brings his team to the NBA Finals to face off against the OKC Thunder with Shea, Lou Dort, J-Dub, Chet Holmgren, and Ayo Dosunmu. Game 1 against the Thunder, we lose. By how much? Oh, by 19 points. Okay, yikes. Game 2, we lose as well. By only 11. I mean, we close the margin. Game 3, we win. We do take a game. AJ Dibanza with the game of his life to keep us afloat here. Game 4. Oh my God. No, we win that one as well. Bub has been a little bit worse. I think he's more suited to come off the bench for us anyway. Let's keep him at 20. Actually, we'll just keep all these minutes like that. And then we'll go to Igor Demon, and then the Filipowski minutes are probably going to come out. The James Harden minutes can probably come away. And we're going to give those to Bub. Tyler Smith. Oof, man, he's been great, but I think we can live without the Filipowski minutes for now. We're going to have to go 34, 40, 40, 36, 35, and 35. Actually, 37 to Sarr. And then how's Keyshawn George? And how's Bub? Oh my God, they're both having fantastic playoff runs. I'm going to go with George. He's been doing it the whole run. Shorten that to an 8-man now. All right, our last stand, Game 5 in Washington. We lose. Man, 31, 6, and 12 from Shea. It's just stopping him. Game 6. We lose in the NBA Finals in 6 games. That sucks. But James Harden hangs it up. QOs. Chris Murray can go. Bilal, obviously going to need him back. Moratorium. We are going to get expensive, which is my concern. Yeah, I don't think we need anybody here. We do need a backup point guard, though, and Damian Lillard could be that guy for a season, just like James Harden was. Like, what if we did that for Dame? Would we get Dame? Ooh. Okay, we get Damian Lillard. Bilal Coulibaly now is the only guy we are going to be waiting on because he's got an RFA anyway. And if we have to, we will move on from him, but I need that dollar value to drop big time. I need that like under 35 because with what he provides, I can't be paying him more than $35 million a season. Going into the second last day, let's see. What if we did 2-year deal. The rebuild does only have 2 more seasons. Okay, let's see on day 12 what it looks like. If we can get that under 30. Ooh. Flat rated at 27. Accept that deal. That's gorgeous. Okay. 90 for Coop. 88, 88, 87, 86, 84, 84, 82 for Dame, but that's all right. Like I said, backup point guard. 80 for Kyle Filipowski, a 79 for Tyler Smith, and then the rest of the dudes. We're going to get to simulating. I'll see you guys at the deadline if we need to make a crucial move to contend for a title. Otherwise, I'll see you guys at the end of the regular season. 52. Still. Damn. Okay, 53. 54. Give me 55. 54 and 28, though. The improvement on this team year in and year out. The Thunder win 65 games. Nobody on All-NBA second. Hey, Cooper Flagg, the first All-NBA appearance of the video. 28.5 and 4 with a steal and a block. 52, 37, 84 splits. He was fantastic. Defensive teams. Cam Boozer makes another one. We get nobody on those. In the rookie teams, we didn't play a rookie. In the Eastern Conference, we were the 1 seed. Not what I expected, if I'm going to be honest. How the hell do we get the Boston Celtics again? And Kristaps is back. How was his team an 8 seed? Player stats for the year. I'll give you guys a quick look at that. You guys saw Coop. 17, 6.5, and 5 from AJ in his second season. A little bit stagnant. However, progression does stunt the growth on some of these guys. Igor Demon, 16.5, 4 and 6. Bilal, 12, 4 and 3. Bub, 11, 3 and 3. Alex Sarr was 10.5, 6 and 3. Missed a little bit of time. Only 1 game, actually. Dame was great off the bench. Efficiency was, oh my God, much better in the second half of the year. Wow, he was shooting 42% and 33% at the start of the season. Keyshawn George was very good off the bench. Got an extension done with him, thankfully. I'll show you guys that one. 3-year deal, 17, 18.5, 21. Much, much better. Tyler Smith, might lose him in the offseason, I'm not going to lie. 8.5, 3, and less than an assist per game. Very good efficiency, though. He's improved steadily for us, which has been nice. Kyle Filipowski, much better year in a reduced role. I don't mind that. And Leaky Black, 1.3, 50, 50, 50. Pretty damn good if you ask me. All right, so let's take a look at Boston's lineup one more time. We've got Pritchard, White, Brown, Tatum, and Porzingis. Game 1 against Boston. We lose. AJ with 27, and we blew it. 48 from Jaylen Brown. Wow. Game number 2, we win, thankfully. Game 3, we lose. Game 4, we win. Game 5, we win. Game 6, please, we win. Thankfully, we escaped the round without having to panic too much. We get the Wizards, or we are the Wizards. We get the Pistons in round number 2 with Cade, Marcus Sasser, Asor Thompson, Ron Holland, and Jalen Duren. So they actually keep Duren in this sim. That's pretty interesting. Game 1, we win. Game 2, we win. Game 3, we lose. Game 4, we lose as well. Game 5, we win, thankfully. Game 6, okay, we win yet again in 6 games. Now, the Raptors with A.J. Johnson, Grady Dick, R.J. Barrett, Scotty Barnes, and Miles Turner is now there. You've got the Thunder and the Pels on the other side. Game number 1, we lose. Who gave us the work? It was B.I. They have him coming off the bench. Ridiculous. It is a good team, though, so maybe now we take a look at guys in the starting lineup. Oh, my God. Holy cow. Jeez. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Alex, what the hell? Bub is great. Keyshawn is great. Dame is great. Tyler's been bad. There it is. Those are the minutes, unless Filipowski's been worse, which he has. Who's been worse? 36-30, 36-30, 67, 76. So we'll take the Tyler Smith, or the Filipowski minutes, and give them to Tyler Smith because, yeah, that's unacceptable. There we go. 34 to the big guns, 32 to Demon, 30 and 30 to the French duo of Bilal and Alex Sarr. Game 2 now, we win. Game 3, we win. Game 4, we lose. Game 5, oh my God. Game 6, please. Oh, Game 7. Oh my goodness, we get it done in 7 games. We get the Thunder again. Shea, Darren Peterson, Will Riley, Caleb Wilson, Chet Holmgren. They lost Jalen Williams to free agency. Please let this be the season. I'm not interested in playing an 8-man or a 9-man rotation. The minutes will be going up to everybody. Keyshawn, he's been great. Bub, he's been great. Dame, he's been great. Yeah, 8-man rotation now for the NBA Finals. Game 1 against the Thunder. We still lose. Darren Peterson gave us 30 on elite efficiency. We got bombed. Game 2, we win. Thankfully, we split with them in OKC, which is nice. The next game, though, is going to be crucial for us. Game number 3 in Washington now, though. We win. By how much? Okay, by 9, but a win is a win. I don't care how much the margin is. We won. Game 4, we're up 3-1 in the NBA Finals. Beat them by 12 in Washington. We go back to OKC for Game 5. Oh, my goodness, and we get it done. In year, 4? Cooper Flagg, 23, 10.5, 6 assists, 2 steals, almost 3 blocks, 54, 45, 100 splits in the NBA Finals. And we take Game 5 by 14 points. Igor was great. Keyshawn was great. Alex Sarr was great. AJ was great. That is fantastic. Let's look at the playoff stats for the guys here. Throughout the playoffs, you had 22, 9, and 4.5 from Coop with almost 3 stocks a night. AJ was 19, 6, and 5, 17, 4, and 7, 12, 2, and 3. Hey, we got Dame a ring too. Hell yeah. I love to see that. 12, 4, and 3, 12, 3, and 4, 10.5, 2.9, 2.6, 10, 6, and 4, 6.5 and 3, 5 and 3 and 1. That is going to do it, though, for this one. We pull it off in year number 4, if I am not mistaken. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, year number 4 of this rebuild. Thankfully, we get it done before the financials have to kick my ass. So that means that is going to do it for this one. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget that we drop new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 p.m. PST, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.